How we doing? I'm not sure how many are going to get to see this. Hello everybody. The plan was just finish work. I've had to go and see my daughter. Hello there. My daughter's had a little bit of a fair at school, and you go in there and spend money and whatnot. So today has been not only busy at work but busy in my home life. Now come home just to quickly get ready to make my way up to Rochdale in order to meet Billy and the Parents Against Grooming. Hello guys, you alright? Hi to everyone. Thank you for joining at such short notice. Crazy developments. Tommy Robinson has been arrested. Apparently, only heard it off a couple of sources, apparently for contempt of court. I've only seen one clip. The clip that I'd seen, he was outside a court in Leeds, I do believe, and he was doing what I believe he has been doing for a number of years. Hello everyone, hi. Which is just making the people that seemingly are getting away with crimes more accountable, getting in the face. Just like I've seen many reporters do that on many TV stations when a paedophile has got away with vicious acts against children. No matter who it is, no matter what colour their skin. The amount of times I've watched news stories, Granada reports, all of the regional newses, national newses, where you're watching them and they're standing outside the courtroom and the person who probably should have gone to jail has ended up coming back out them pissing doors onto the street. Yeah? There's been an outcry, there's probably a counter-protest screaming all profanities at him, and then there's a reporter there straight in his face. And then 9 times out of 10, because these people are so bloody cowardly, what do? They do all this and run down the street. Or they'll hide behind someone because someone's there to protect them, to me, you know? And then you've got the reporter that will be in their face. Are you happy that you got away? You know, asking whatever question, however relevant it is. And that's what reporters do. So, from the footage I've seen, I've no idea what makes them justified to not only arrest him, but to publicly make another statement as if to say they've upped the ante. Because they know, psychology-wise, what effect, what ripples that is going to send. So I don't see how they were justified in any way. A lot of people are very confused now. I've not even looked on the social media. I can't imagine what's going on. I can only imagine that people are going to get angry. Do they want that? Do the establishment want that? Is that why they've done what they've done? It does make you question that they seriously don't give a shit. They seriously don't. They don't care how they treat people, and they don't care about the backlash that is caused. Even if you try and do things in a proper way, they still put the boot down on you. The police state is here for anyone who can't see it. Doesn't matter whether you support Tommy Robinson or support Amy or support me or support Lauren Southern or support Brittany Pettibone or support Martin Sellers. It doesn't matter. It is irrelevant. It's rights that they have lost as a human being. So if that can be justified on them, what makes you think it's not going to happen to you somewhere down the line? If your most basic of rights are curtailed, doesn't matter. We are all doomed. That is it. This is not about supporting Tommy Robinson. This is not about supporting anyone. It's about upholding rights that every citizen should have. And if you're prepared to piss on them rights just because that bad guy over there, the door at one point in your life is going to be knocking. And you're going to be acting like Amy, wondering what the hell is going on. This is over proportionate. I've just been on the phone with Amy. I actually started the conversation quite bubbly, which was probably not the wisest thing to do, because within 2 minutes I'm realising how distressed, how distraught this lady is over something that is a nothing. But yet the full weight of the law will smack you down like that nail that sticks up. Here comes a hammer, bang. And I don't know what much more to say. But anyone who is congratulating this now, they should hang their head in shame. For what Tommy, for what Amy speaks about, for what Lauren, for what all of them speak about, regardless what you think they're doing, regardless what you think their agenda is all about, there was common sense, truth and logic with all of them people that have spoke out. There's nothing incriminating. In terms of inciting violence would only, for me, mean that we have got a trigger state now. People that just trigger and their feelings have been hurt. So because of their feelings have been hurt, he should go to prison. She should now be wrestled to the floor outside of her flat. She shouldn't be allowed in the country. This is where we're going. Full smackdown police state in your face. And if all you want to do is just watch your mobile phones and just carry on with life, then I guess it will never affect you. I guess you might think, why do I need to worry about Tommy Robinson's rights or Amy's rights or Lauren Southern's rights? Don't bother me. I just do my job. I just pay all my bills. Got 2, 3, 4 kids. Nice little house. Yeah? How long do you think that's going to last? Before one day your kid comes home and tells you of a certain liberty or a right that has been curtailed in her school because of this climate of fear. Or when your husband has suddenly got himself in trouble by saying the wrong thing to the wrong person, even though what he said was totally innocent. But because these new laws have been justified because you were prepared to point the finger at this person, at that person, stop this person flying, 6 months down the line, it might hit you. So if you can't be prepared to fight, then we're in a massive trouble. We are in a massive trouble as individuals. It's time to think that being a collective mind now, and all thinking that it's acceptable for us all collectively to think 2 wolves cannot vote the sheep for dinner. That is where we're at. Them wolves are just running rife. And they're voting out everybody. And it's coming to us. So, I don't know what more to say. I've literally got to get my shit together now, and I'm off to Rochdale. Probably going to take me best part of an hour and a half to get there, whatever, but that's nothing. I'm not even worried about that. It's the escalation of everything that's going on. Over the past 2 weeks alone, the escalation of the treatment of the police to certain individuals, me included. It makes you think now, what's going to happen on the next march? Are they going to have the next march? Are they going to now just justify, let's stop all this? It's full on tyranny being smacked right in our face. And as an individual now that's doing what I'm doing, do you not think I'm mindful? I know I've been watched, data. I might be on a blackboard in some back office in the police station. I don't know. Maybe a lot of this is to dampen people's enthusiasm. Maybe it's starting to look like this is gaining traction. I have no idea whether they are. They might absolutely think that they are stopping any incitement of violence. I can't see it though. I can't see anyone would be that stupid to think that this is not going to cause more trouble. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Thank you for all the positive comments there. It is a sad day, Paul Booth. It is a very sad day. It's a sad day. Now, you don't know what the response is going to be like now. Because in reality, even though you're pissed, you know the one thing that I recommend that I'm going to be doing is still keeping you cool. Because they'll be expecting a reaction, a vicious reaction. But then what can they do out of that vicious reaction? This is just like one long game of problem, reaction, solution. They've created the problem, we'll give them the reaction, and the solution will be curtail them even more. Yeah? Lack of rights here, lack of rights there. So in a way, there's an element that makes me think we're being played like fools. We're being played. Totally. So by kicking off, by all of a sudden, every man and his dog, you know, going absolutely berserk online against lefties, against Muslim community. You know, and I get it. It's not like, oh, you know, I'm not trying to say you're not entitled to be angry. You're not entitled to be pissed. You're not entitled to be delusioned. Not entitled to think, where's this leading? Totally. Because I'm thinking exactly the same thing as you guys. I've now got to get my head round going doing interviews tonight. I don't know what they know, Billy and all the guys. There might even be a chance I might have that interview of interviews tonight. And it's not about me, because we've all got then different things going on. We're all fighting in different ways. But now you've got to take that little seed of the other development and then plod on. Now, does that mean at some point that you're going to be curtailed? Does that mean at some point you are going to be feeling intimidated? I guess this is all part of that. To silence you the fuck up. Straight and simple. Could quite easily go, you know what, I'm getting out of this for a bit now. I am. Could quite easily do that. Because this is all becoming very hot. But a big part just wants me to keep going. Knowing that we're all targets now. They can get Amy, a lady with a walking stick, for saying something so ridiculous. It's not even, you know, have a gay day. So you're really going to treat her like that for saying have a gay day? That justifies it. The people on the left seriously think that was proportionate and right in the way that she was treated, and what happens afterwards will be appropriate. Really? Because you've gone in the brain. You've gone in the brain. And the worst part about it is, we've got to coexist with you. Common sense people who have got a normal brain in the head have got to coexist with all this upside down world crap that is going on all the time. So if you need a recap, guys, I'm sure you know, the headline says it. From what I hear, because Tommy Robinson was already on condition, which, if you're not from England, it means you've been a naughty boy, we'll let you off this time, but if you do it again, or do this, that, or basically breathe, you're going to get this. So, whether it was a strategic plan in order to just get him in, whether it's a plan to wind up common sense, critical thinking people in order to get reaction from them, it's hard to second guess. I had a comment off a what the guy suggested was a police officer, and it's a pity I haven't got the comment up, because I'd read the full thing. It was quite disturbing to say that don't be surprised what's going on and expect more, because they don't give a shit, basically. That was in a nutshell. He'd kind of put it a little bit better than that. So guys, I'm going to have to kind of wrap it up to the point where I'm going to have to get myself up to Rochdale. Thank you for jumping on this stream. I just wanted to air my views. My head's a little bit all over the place. Everyone is who I'm speaking to is kind of a bit disillusioned at the moment. So keeping my chin up, I'll be right. You know, thank you for all the support you're giving. Tommy needs all the support. Amy, what Amy needs is financial help in order to get a lawyer that is equipped enough to be able to navigate out of this. That's what I did get from Amy. So I've no idea. I'm going to get a call from her later because she did have to go. I'm going to try and organise some kind of stream or some kind of interview with her. Probably a stream might be better, but see how it goes. The next couple of days, I've no idea. I mean, I've got work tomorrow as well, so this is what I mean, is there's not much time to actually sit and think, and because I'm going to work, I come back, we've gone from Amy, a lovely, articulate lady with a walking stick being the major kind of story, being wrestled down to the ground, being frightened to death in her own home, gone to work, come back, gone to see my kids, come back, all of a sudden Tommy Robinson's been arrested, and then I've gone out again, come back, not only has he been arrested, he's been put down. So it's like, is it going to twist anymore? Can it twist anymore? They do say things come in threes, but, you know, there's been lots of episodes. So we've all got to be very, very professional, which is probably a lot of people are going, shut up, Phil. Do you know what's just happened? Do you know what world we live in? I get it. I totally get it. Totally. In a way, I'm telling myself to shut up. But what I don't want to do is go out there ranting and raving, putting this then into a situation where I am mad at certain people, and I don't just mean Muslims or police or whatever left is, people who don't even think, who are not asked. That ain't helping either. So hopefully, I don't know whether Tommy, that is done law now, he's in there, or whether there can be some kind of appeal that might bring him out. But the people, common sense people, have got to keep the cool. We have. It's an intellectual battle, this. This ain't a battle for emotions. Now, I think what they're assuming is they're trying to poke the bear. They are trying to poke the bear. So it's how the bear is going to react. You know, for me, we need to kick off to let authorities know we ain't taking this shit. See, the guy who's just written that, I totally get where you're coming from. But that ain't going to help. That's called problem, reaction, solution. They've made the problem by doing this, which is tyrannical shit, totally against the law, against the grain, against a common man with a common brain. We create the problem because we're not taking it, so we're going to start kicking off. They then can provide the solution, which will be to close them police state gates even more. So this is what I'm saying. You've got to. You've got no choice. Otherwise, you're sealing your own fate even more. We are. Frank Gunnar, we are up against evil. That's the only way. It's the only logical thing you can actually make of this. Is that it is that upside down and so wrong in so many ways that this can only stem from out and out evil, out and out badness that does not care, has not got any consideration for not only the working class, but people in general. This is almost an elite mentality. Don't give a shit. You're proletariat. Proletariat. We're fuck all. And that you know, we know that. But we are the proletariat that now is becoming a bit more astute, now becoming a bit more informed, now be able to pass information freely, or was, through various mediums, now be able to communicate and live stream all over the place. So the signal can't be stopped anymore. So hence, them rolling out the police state. Hence, them calling everyone right-wing, because right-wing, particularly, they would like to see it, far-right, is a demonising term. In order to demonise you, they've then built your straw man. Once your straw man is built, they can then justify doing what they want, because they dehumanised you. You can go home to your own house and they'll be calling you a Nazi. Because they believed the demonisation, they believed your straw man. They've not listened and sat and gone, you know what, I'll just soak up this, I'll have a look, I'll research and see, because I can see he's passionate. No, you'll lose your job, you'll get thrown out of your house. Sorry about that, guys. Just had an internal call. So I'm going to have to get going anyway, guys. I've really got to get going. I could keep going. And I know there's a lot of comments here. I'm not really touching them. Educate your children. Yeah, without a doubt. Tommy Robinson's not expendable. Take care, yeah. So, you know, stay safe. That's it. That's all we all can do. Stay safe. Use your brain. And we've got to react appropriately. Otherwise, you are making this worse. And I'm not kind of remonstrating with any one of you guys, because I know how crazy this is. No wonder people are kicking off and screaming from the rooftops about how crazy this has all been for the past 20 years. I totally get why you've lost the patience for being articulate now. I can see it. Fuck this, let's just start a riot. But that ain't going to happen. Because if it does, then it will come back on you 3-4 times fold. Next thing you know, we've all lost a whole heap more liberties. All our straw man's been built up again. Next thing you know, we've got more situations like Amy was in, where individuals around the country are then having their doors booted in because they represent this, because they're doing this, because they're doing, you know, and that's what it will become. This is the start of it. So to me, it's almost like, what a gauge your reaction. Yeah? And I'm not saying don't be angry, of course, but you've got to channel it. Got to use it intellectually. You see how easy it was on the footage? The guy wanted to take me down when we went to see the counter-protest. The one thing that stopped him wanting to take me down and literally put me in a cell, I'm certain, was the fact that I used frig instead of the word F-U-C-K, which I wanted to use because that was the word that befitted the stupid question that he was asking and how ridiculous he was being. But I had the mind to pause and, without sounding too stupid, put that word in there. He noted that and he made it apparent to me, oh, it's a good job you done that. John, on the other hand, directly after that, fell for it. Not only did he not realise, but he used an even what probably is regarded as a worse word. Now, even that is not an arrestable offence, it's not blah, 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 but it was enough for the hammer to come down. So what I'm saying is, if you don't play the game properly, even though you shouldn't have to as free citizens, we shouldn't, but if you don't try and be a bit more semantical, if you don't try and navigate, if you don't try and not get so emotional when you know, and I do it, I get wound up. But it's little things like that that's going to probably stop you getting a Section 35. Stop you getting put in a cell. Until we can logically work out what the friggin' hell is going on here. And I'm live streaming now, so you never know, I could get a right boot through this friggin' door. It seems like everyone who's live streaming now is getting it. So, personally, I hope Tommy Robinson is alright. I hope he's keeping his spirits up. He's a friggin' hell of a journalist that has done a lot to bring out certain problems. Like anyone else, he's not a saint. That's not for me to judge. Seriously. I've met the guy. Like anyone else, he'll make mistakes. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But you can't get put down for something that's legal. Yeah? Doing what every other journalist does. What should be doing. Now, is this an intimidation out to journalists? Any of those who are starting to reconsider? Yeah? Starting to go against the grain. This is it. This is like a signal as well as an action. Keeps it on your mind, you know? You're going to think about this next time you start running around with your camera in your pissing hand. I tell you that. So, guys, going to have to get going. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I'm going up to Rochdale to see Billy, see Parents Against Grooming. Hopefully have a chat and line up an interview whilst I'm there. I'm going to be speaking to Amy, maybe at some point tonight, maybe some point in the next day or so. We're going to be organising, hopefully, an interview when she's able to. Best wishes to Amy. And that's about it. That's about the updates for now. So, if anything, I will keep you posted, if anything. But expect stuff from Rochdale to come up probably in the next day or so. So, guys, we've got to stay calm, stay informed, stay on top of the informed here. So, we've got to keep peaceful. Nice guys. You look pissed off, bro. I spoke to the police. Yeah. I'm not pissed off, Craig. Sorry, I just got a text through there. I'm like, comments, texts. It makes you wary, you know? Because I'm in the position I'm in, nowhere near. I'm not trying to make myself out to be this man who's right up there. But I'm, you know, my name, my face is kind of known now. So you've got to be mindful. You can't just brush this off. It's going to have that effect. It's not stopping me, dude, if I'm going to be honest with you. It just makes me want to try and be more clean, more professional, because these guys are slippery as anything. Stay safe. Thank you. Thank you who's just sent that text out. Oh, Craig, nice one, mate. Cheers for that. See, I'm getting alerts in like crazy. So it is, no doubt, you're all doing the same. You're all just bemused and just regurgitating stuff. So we've got to stay positive. And I'm positive. Positive. Positivity will show their negativity. You know? Don't cancel their negativity out by you being negative. That's all I can say. Might sound wimpish, but you know what? I think the more we do that, the better. So guys, I'm going to break off. I hope you all try and have a good weekend. It's just started pissing down here in Manchester. I think Manchester forgot for a few days it was a rainy city, so it's just remembered again and just started on us. So we've got a nice bank holiday, so enjoy that. There's probably going to be a live stream coming up at some point pretty soon. Couldn't tell you when, because everything's just moving so quickly and grabbing older people, but I'm going to try and organise something. Yeah, I'm reading some of these comments. Yeah, I know, guys. Right, okay. UK is a fascist state. Yeah, well, it is. You can't argue against it, can you? How can you say, well, you're wrong? You'd have to be totally brain dead. And this is what I mean. The only people who think that now are people who live a very simple life, don't get involved, don't want to rock the boat in any way. As soon as the establishment say, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that, you shouldn't do that, you should drive here, you shouldn't drive there, you should drive there. They're the ones that quit, oh, better not, oh, better not, oh, better not. So they're the ones who'll tell you it's still a beautiful world. And it is. But you got to really understand there's a lot of shit going on as well. So, I'm going. I keep starting. So, I've got to go, guys. So, thanks a lot for joining. Love you all, even the pissing haters. And big respect. And listen, hopefully Tommy can sort this out pretty soon and get himself out of there. But there's a support base, you can see by the numbers here. The support base is huge. We're all thinking of him and we're all very mindful of what it means. So take care, God bless, be safe and be positive, guys. I shall check you very soon. See you up in Rochdale in a bit.